This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
How about that, taking a deep shot on the first play of the game. Obviously wanting to set a tone by pushing the ball downfield. Just came up incomplete.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down, Mariota. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Brandon, I know what I would do in this situation. You're on the road. It's the opening drive. You've gotten all the way down here. I would go for it.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Davis, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Davis. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Come on, tempo, tempo.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Benny Logan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. This from 54 yards away. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
3, 1.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a big play there by Lewis. And even 60 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Now Mariota. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
3, 3, 3. 1, 1, 1. 3, 3, 3.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith from 13 yards out. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 10-3. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Wilson on second down. Underneath to Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Whoosh. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Gotta
go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flush to his right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He's going to get it running right. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Big jumbo! Big jumbo! Big jumbo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half starts with a run by Davis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Shotgun. Come on, tempo, tempo. Tempo, tempo.
Wilson operating from the gun. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Henry. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Third and short yardage. Mariota. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw, Mariota. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And this is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Third and goal, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really allow them back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The pitch to Henry. Ooh, with a juke. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. And out now come the Seahawks. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go 14.
On 1st down, Wilson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Davis. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Trey Madden taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play, Mariota to Davis, 52 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Lewis, and he stopped immediately there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They try again with Lewis. And a short gain here down to the 22. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's back to throw. Oh, It's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So they went for the 6, didn't get it. Now the call has to be for 3.
I agree with you. I know the competitive instinct says, let's go ahead and take another shot. But you took it already. Go ahead now, get the field goal.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back to throw. It's caught right side, Dixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He'll look to throw. Pass, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with time running out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Janikowski adds the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out to kick is Janikowski. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.